There are a lot of opportunities to grow in the construction sector, and Pinoy Builders can help you get acquainted with the industry in more ways than one. Pinoy Builders is a reliable hub for all things construction. Whether you are a professional, a client, or an academe, Pinoy Builders has what you need to learn everything there is about the construction industry. But that's not all. Pinoy Builders is also a proven platform that has collaborated with companies, suppliers, and construction associations in doing a variety of services ranging from small product features to large-scale webinar packages. A lot of opportunities can come out of teaming up with Pinoy Builders. Become a Pinoy Builders digital partner and we can turn your ideas into reality.
Good Monday afternoon mga ka-builders. We're glad to have you join us for today's webinar. Wag muna kayong mawawala, magsisimula tayo in few minutes.
So while waiting, go ahead and grab some refreshments. Coffee, juice, water, and make sure to have some snacks rin with you para ready ka sa mahaba-habang discussion ngayong hapong ito. Sa mga Facebook and YouTube live viewers, huwag niyong kalimutang i-like and share ang live stream natin today.
Before we start, let's first acknowledge the person who started it all, the woman who envisioned this media company at the forefront of the construction industry, providing valuable information and resources. This webinar wouldn't be possible without her. Here is a forward from the head of Pinoy Builder, Miss Christine Teodoro.
Good afternoon mga ka-builder. Welcome to our webinar event titled From Procurement to Safety, Understanding the Process and Policies to Bid for Government Infrastructure. I am thrilled to see such a diverse group of attendees gathered here today, all with a shared interest in navigating the complex landscape of government procurement and safety protocols. In the realm of infrastructure development, particularly within the public sector, the processes involved in bidding for government contracts can often seem daunting and convoluted. Additionally, ensuring strict adherence to safety regulations throughout the project lifecycle is paramount to the success and sustainability of any infrastructure endeavor. Throughout this webinar, we aim to demystify these processes and policies, providing you with invaluable insights and practical guidance to navigate the intricacies of bidding for government infrastructure projects while prioritizing safety at every stage. Whether you are a seasoned industry professional seeking to refine your procurement strategies or a newcomer looking to gain a comprehensive understanding of bidding process and safety protocols, this webinar has been tailored to cater to your needs. Our distinguished panel of experts from DPWH will share their wealth of knowledge and experience, offering actionable tips, best practices, and real-world examples to equip you with tools necessary to succeed in today's competitive landscape. We encourage active participation from all attendees as this webinar serves as a platform for open dialogue, collaboration, and knowledge sharing. Together, we can forge a path towards more efficient, transparent, and safety-centric infrastructure development practices. Once again, thank you for joining us today. We are excited to embark on this educational journey with you, and we trust that by the end of this webinar, you will feel empowered and inspired to navigate the procurement process and prioritize safety in all your future infrastructure endeavors. Without further ado, let us delve into enriching discussions that lie ahead.
And we're back for the third installment of the Builders Corner webinar series. From procurement to safety, understanding the process and policies to bid for government infrastructure projects in partnership with DPWH.
Ngayong hapon, marami tayong pag-uusapan from highway design to safety policies in road construction and construction procurement. Jam-pack tayo ngayon ng discussion since we invited 3 special guests for today's episode. At expertise talaga nila ang road construction.
Yes, saktong-sakto rin to. If you want to bid for government projects, you can get an idea directly from DPWH. We'll be opening the Q&A chat later kung meron kayong mga katanungan sa ating mga speaker this afternoon.
Kaya make sure to stay until the end of our webinar podcast later on para mag-flash kami ng QR code at links for the post-event survey. Kami nga pala ang magiging host nyo this afternoon. I'm Marl Gonzalez, your partner ka-builder.
I'm Joy Abale, your engineer ka-builders.
And you're watching Builder's Corner number 3. So from procurement to safety, understand the process and policies to bid for government infrastructure. Bago tayo magsimula, may mga ka-builders, alam ko excited na kayo pero may mga konting paalala lang tayo ha. Para sa mga nagla-live viewer natin via Zoom, para ma-acknowledge namin po kayo na maayos during the Q&A session, maari lang i-display po ninyo ang full name dito. Para gawin yon, i-click lang ang participants, hover your mouse over your name, then click more and you'll see the rename button. Ganon rin para sa mga nanonood naman via mobile kasi alam ko yung iba naka-mobile phone. I-tap lamang ang participant, tap your name, and then tap the rename para i-change naman ang inyong display name.
So number 2, partner, no, i-turn off muna natin pansamantala ang chat box during the presentation para maiwasan natin ang distraction or interruption during the discussion.
Maraming salamat, pero ito yung pangatlo, hindi namin inaalaw muna ang pagre-record ng webinar na ito, whether in part or in whole. The company shall not be held responsible and liable for any copyright infringement that may arise from the recording of this webinar. Ang mga e-certificate po pala ay ipapadala lamang sa mga sasagot ng post-event survey, kaya huwag niyo pong kalilimutang sagutan ang ating post-webinar survey at the end of our program. Make sure to stay until the end of the program para makuha nyo ang inyong e-certificate.
And lastly, we highly encourage audience participation. So please keep sending in your questions, comments, or reactions. Kagaya nga ng sinabi namin, earlier, jump pack tayo, hindi lang sa information, pati na rin ang makakasamang speaker. We are fortunate enough to be with 3 DPWH personnel na I know marami tayong matututunan sa ating Builders Corner number 3. So bago tayo magsimula, gusto naming ipakilala ang unang speaker natin ngayon that will talk about an introduction on highway design.
Alam mo ba, partner, na he specialized in highway design, geometric design, drainage and earthworks design, pavement design. He also worked as an engineer for DPWH under the Bureau of Design Highway Division since 1997. Wow, di ba? Let's not keep the audience waiting. Let's welcome Engineer Stephen Pajarillo.
But before Engineer Stephen start, we would like to thank our sponsor for today's live webinar podcast. Holcim Excel EcoPlanet, the world's broadest range of green cement with at least 30% lower emission to help builders all over the world reduce the carbon footprints of construction.
And for speed up shopping process on your construction products, order instantly for 24 hours a day, anytime, anywhere with everything at your fingertip. Just click it. Di na namin kayo paghihintayin. Engineer Stephen, take it away.
Hello? PowerPoint po sa record, sir.
All right, sir. We can hear you.
Sino pa ba ang
So, sir, how are you? Where are you tuning right now, sir, Stephen?
Yeah, hello?
Kamusta naman po, sir?
Thank you for inviting me to be your resource speaker for today's presentation. Today we have an incredible opportunity to enrich our minds with new ideas and concepts through online discussion. So let's embrace the thrill of expanding our intellectual horizon. Thank you. Let's make today learning that we'll always remember.
Thank you.
So, si ano na po ito? Sir Stephen.
The consequences of inadequate design practices and review to benchmark that guide the creation and of safe and efficient roads. Here's the set stage of understanding the complexity and importance of this designing highways that stand the test of time and elements usually heard in the Philippines. Before we dive, anyone experience of any road designing farm or market roads or subdivision?
Sir, again, sir, your slide is working na po.
There are effects of poor highway design. When the highway design falls short, the consequences can be severe, or pavement design can lead to a shorter road slide and increased maintenance costs. Inadequate slope protection can cause landslide or roads collapse, especially in our country's varied terrains. Geometric design flaws might result in unsafe driving conditions, while subpar drainage design can lead to waterlogging and structural damage. The pitfalls underscore the need to rigorous design standard and practices. There are the highway design standard. There are type of for highway design standard. To mitigate these issues, we are really to establish reference and standard. The DPWH design guidelines, criteria, and standards from 2015 set the local framework internationally. We refer to as to policy on geometric design, their guide on pavement designs. Additionally, the highway safety design standard provides critical directives on road safety and signage. Adhering to C guidelines is a vital for constructing highway that are safe, reliable, and sustainable. Moving on, let's break down the highway into its core components. The components form the building blocks of highway design, and it serves a specific function. Understanding the elements of crucial for grasping the holistic design process that goes into the highway we use every day. In geometric design, we consider the type of highway and its site distance, ensuring safe visibility for passing and non-passing scenarios. The alignment, both horizontal and vertical, along with the design of curves, affect the AC and safety of navigation. Pavement designs, whether or rigid, concrete, or flexible asphalt. Focus of durability and load-bearing capacity. For drainage, we look at managing both surface and subsurface water that prevent to damage and maintain integrity. Lastly, slope protection design is about maintaining stability in varying terrains, especially in areas prone to erosion or landslide. Each of components plays or vital role in the overall design functionality or of our highway. Let's dive deeper into the geometric design. A critical aspect that dictates how highways interact with vehicles and environment. First, we have sight distance. They are meticulously calculated to ensure a driver has enough visible roadway to stop simply or make crucial driving decisions such as overtaking. Moving to horizontal alignment, this involves the planning of the roads, path from the aerial perspective. It includes the straight paths and the curve, simples, compound, reverse, and spiral, which must be designed to accommodate vehicles at speed while minimizing the risk of accidents. Vertical alignment is concerned with the elevation of and depression of the road, ensuring that the gradients and vertical curves are gentle enough for vehicles to traverse safely, but also steep enough where necessary to drainage and visibility. Finally, cross-section is to indicate the road structure from a side on view, discover the pavement layers with the lanes, shoulders, and include consideration of pedestrians, cyclists. Each element is essential to highways of functionality and safety, tailored to its intended use to traffic volume. The Department of Public Works and Highways has issued several directives that significantly influence geometric design. Let's overview some case of issuance. First, the Department Order 15 series of 2020 and the Department Order 112 series of 2019 have introduced revised design standard for tourism and farm-to-market roads. Their adjustments are crucial to supporting local economies and enhancing the visitor experience. Guidelines on shoulder pavement along national roads are detailed in Department Order 116 series of 2015, the Department Order 40 series of 2012. These guidelines ensure that road shoulders are safe, functional, and contribute to the overall roadway efficiency. The Department Order 22 series of 2013 clarifies that definition and difference between widening and paving a shoulders, an important distinction for road safety and maintenance. Loading and unloading space requirements for commercial establishment are standardized in Department Order 56 series of 2016 to facilitate smoother traffic flow and reduce congestion. Pedestrian safety is addressed in the December Department Order 34 series of 2012, which was provides guidelines on the implementation of pedestrian abuse islands, ensuring safe cross-section points along busy roads. Turnouts or loading and unloading bays are giving update guidelines in Department Order 58 series of 2010, reflecting need for safer and more efficient roadside areas. The enforcement of the accessibility law along national road is mandated by Department Order 37 series of 2009, ensuring that our roadways are inclusive and accessible to all. Department Order 79 series of 2016 and Department Order 53 series of 2016 set the minimum clearance for various structures along national highways, from welcome arts to the overhead utilities ensuring the safe passage to vehicles. Lastly, the Department Order 263 series of 2022 update the guidelines and standard design drawing for vehicle facilities, recognizing growing need to sustainable and alternative transport options. These issuance reflect the DPWH's commitment to involve and improving roads designed to meet the needs of public and the environment. The pavement design is a sophisticated process that requires precise calculation and consideration to ensure that the surface can withstand the expected traffic loads while providing a safe and comfortable driving experience. This process entails determining the appropriate thickness and strength of the pavement, whether it's asphalt or concrete, that will lie on the prepared soil foundations, known as the subgrade. The design of asphalt thickness is guided by the AASTO empirical equation, taking into account factor like the expected traffic load, measured in terms of equivalent single axle load or W18, that reliability factor accounts for variation in traffic prediction and material performance, and the stability index with the presence of level comfort user experience when driving on the pavement. Drainage coefficient and soil properties also play a crucial role. These are ensured that the pavement can properly drain water and rest on stable foundation. Respectively, a structural number is an abstract figure representing the collective strength of the pavement layers, tailored to the environment is built in. For concrete pavements, we consider the slab length, which as per DPWH standard is typically 4.50 meters. Jointly transfer design are also critical, involving tie bars for longitudinal joints and dowel bars for transverse joint, ensuring that the slabs work together and distribute loads effectively. Finally, when we look at slab thickness for concrete pavements, the AASTO equation comes into play again, with the additional factors such as the material properties of the concrete, the modulus of upgrade reaction, and the load transfer coefficient, which address the efficiency of load distribution across the pavement joints. Each of these components is critical to the pavement ability to provide durable, non-skid, and stable surface that can facilitate an efficient, rapid, and safe flow of traffic. The design construction pavement is governed by a set guidelines and standard to ensure quality and consistency. The Department of Public Works and Highways has issued several directives in these regards. The Department Order 32 Series of 2016 and the corresponding memorandum detailed the guidelines for the use of dowel bars in Portland cement concrete pavements, an initial component for load transfer and preventing uneven settlement and cracking. To set the benchmark for arterial and secondary national roads, including access to ports, we refer to the Department Order 40, Series of 2014, and Department Order 22, Series of 2011. These orders prescribe the minimum design standard for Portland cement concrete pavement. The Department Order 54, Series of 2012, provides guidelines on the reblocking of existing concrete pavements. This is a critical maintenance activity to restore the surface quality and prolong the pavement's life. The Department Order 8 Series of 2016 has been adapted to standardize transition joints between different pavement types, ensuring smoke change from the pavement surface to another. Additionally, Memorandum 097.7 introduced additional standard design drawings for farm-to-market roads, which are vital for rural development and agricultural productivity. Lastly, Memorandum 0.097.7 updated and introduced new DPW standard design drawings reflecting ongoing advancement and improvements in pavement technology and design methodology. This is one ensure that pavement design not only meets current transportation demands but also anticipates future needs and technologies. An integral part of the highway design is ensuring proper drainage. The primary objective is to maintain all parts of the highway in excellent drainage condition, preventing traffic congestion and accidents that can be caused by flooding water on the road surface. Hydraulic analysis begins with the determination of design runoff, for which we use the rational method. This method calculations the design discharge Q using the formula Q is equals 0.278 per A standard for a drainage area in square meters. C is the runoff coefficient and I represent rainfall intensity in meter per seconds. This, this factor together determine the volume of water that must be accounted for in the design. Moving on to hydraulic analysis, is about translating the hydrologic data into physical infrastructure. We take the calculated design discharge and consider the length, slope, and type of the culvert, as well as the allowable headwater depth. The material, cross-sectional shape, and entrance type of the culvert are also crucial inputs. From this, we can determine the size of the culvert required to ensure proper drainage. These steps ensure that highway remains passable and safe under various weather conditions, protecting the investment in infrastructure and the safety of the public. Addressing the challenge of flood control and effective drainage systems, the Department of Public Works and Highways has established specific policies and guidelines. Memorandum 097.7, dated July 21, 2011, represents upgrade on flood control measures. It is a critical document that highlights the need for advancement in flood control systems, reflecting the department's response to the increasing challenge posed by climate change and extreme weather events. Additionally, Department Order Number 23 Series of 2015 outlines the policies for flood control and drainage, slope protection projects. This order provides a framework for constructing and maintaining infrastructure that not only manage water effectively but also ensure that the stability of slope adjusted to roadways. These issues are part of a comprehensive approach to maintaining and improving the highway infrastructure in the Philippines, ensuring that it can be withstand the rigors or highway rainfall and flooding while keeping and road users safe and reducing the potential for damage to the road structure itself. Now, let's turn to our attention to slope protection. Design within highway design components, slope protection is crucial for the safety and longevity of highway infrastructure, particularly in regions with challenging topographies. The first step is designing effective slope protection, establishing rigorous design criteria and principles. Grounded in scientific engineering methodologies, it begins with identifying potential failure mechanism that may affect the slope, which involves analyzing past records or experience in the area. To ensure stable slope, two criteria must be met: slope stability and slope protection. Stability involves ensuring that the slope can support itself and that loads imposed upon it without healing. Protection involves safeguarding the slope against surface erosion, weathering, which can weaken the structure over time. A numbered memorandum dated December 22, 2016, signed by the Jose Cabral, particularly addressed road slope management. This memorandum provides guidance of maintaining and managing road slope to prevent failures, ensure the safety of traveling public. Effective slope protection design combines thorough assessment, proper material selection, and engineering practices to mitigate potential slope failures, such as soil slope collapse, rock fall, landslide, road slip, depressed flow, river erosion, and coastal erosion, as illustrated in the image provided. Continuing from our previous discussion of slope protection design, is pivotal is aspect is the slope stability analysis. The analysis is performed to determine whether a man-made or natural slope or a slope protection structures can simply withstand potential sliding or collapsing. To quantitatively assess slope stability, we introduce a factor of safety. This numeral values provides a measure on how safe the slope is from failure. The higher the F is, the least likely the slope is to fail. For a slope to be considered stable, it must meet minimum FS criteria against different types of failure modes. For overturning, the FS should be equal to or greater than 2.0. Against sliding is FS of 1.5 or more is required. Regarding bearing capacity, which concern the ability of ground to support the loads, the FS should be 3.0 or above. In the stability analysis, it's essential to consider geological information and site characteristics such as properties of the soil or rocks, slope geometric, groundwater condition, and seismic activity. Key parameters include the unit weight, slope angle, cohesion of the slope material, and the angle of internal friction. This has thorough analysis ensure that any slope along our highways can withstand the force of nature and usage, thereby protecting the infrastructure, ensuring the safety of the public. The design of implementation of slope protection works are critical for the safety and maintenance of our highways. To guide these efforts, several assurance have been established. The Department Order 68 series of 2012 provides guidelines on the design of slope protection works. This document outlines the standard and methodologies to be used in the stabilization of slope adjacent to roads and highways, ensuring they are robust and resilient. Further support is found in Memorandum 0.97, which offers update and new DPWH standard design drawing. These drawings serve a blueprint for engineers and contractors, detailing and technical specification for various types of slope protection structures. Recently, a series department orders, including Department Order 78 of 2022, Department Order 22 of 2022, Department Order 32 of 2019, and the Department Order 25 of 2023 have been issued concern, I think, 522, which deals with active and passive system for unstable slope. These systems are designed to proactively, proactively prevent slope failure and reactively mitigate that impact should a failure occur. Together, this is one form of comprehensive framework for the management and stabilization of slope, ensuring the integrity of our road network and safety of its user. Thank, thank you.
wonderful presentation on the introduction of highway design. Grabe, ang dami kong natutunan, Engineer Joy, na marami palang mga requirement para pag magbibid tayo for government projects, no?
Tama, partner, no? So, maraming kailangang i-consider sa pagdi-design ng roads. Hindi lang basta compressive strength ng pavement.
Yan, dami kong natutunan. And right now, I know you're very excited. Kaya kayo, kung gusto nyo maging part ng mga different government projects and bid, very important yung mga technical details na napag-usapan kanina. So let's have a short break before we continue our long discussion.
Heading to the upland city of Baguio, one often opts the fastest route through the Cannon Road. Located in central Visayas, the heart of the Philippines with fast-growing economy. More exemplary improvements await the historic province of Cebu with the Metro Cebu Expressway. With its construction started in July of 2018, the Metro Cebu Expressway is designed to improve and enhance Cebu's transport demand. With the project's third segment in the works, made possible through a startup fund approved for the DPWH Region 7, the expressway is expected to act as a north to south backbone highway, allowing a much-needed seamless flow of traffic that will significantly address the congestion in Cebu. Spanning 56.3 kilometers, the Metro Cebu Expressway connects Naga City to Danao City. Consists of 20 bridges, 16 tunnels, and 5 interchanges, traversing along the slopes of the mountain range of Cebu Province, providing a scenic sense while on the road. Once open to traffic, travel time from Naga City to Danao City will be reduced from 3 hours to only 1 hour and 30 minutes, providing transport mobility across urban districts that contribute in redirecting urban land use, demographic, and economic expansion. The project, complementing other development projects in the pipeline, such as the ongoing Cebu-Cordova Link Expressway and the planned Cebu-Mactan 4th Bridge, can also provide better accessibility to Cebu's tourist destinations. Metro Cebu Expressway, truly a game changer.
Nung wala pa po itong Anduyan Bridge, iniiwan ko po yung motor ko doon.
It's time to continue our discussion with DPWH for Builders Corner number 3. I know nabitin kayo with the topics of highway design with Engineer Stephen. For our ka-builders na mga nanonood, do not worry, keep your questions coming dahil meron tayong iba pang mga kasama from DPWH na sasagot ng inyong mga katanungan about our topics.
So ano nga ba yung mga natutunan natin doon sa nangyari kanina? So what I've learned is that pag nagbibid pala tayo for government projects, meron siyang mga specific requirement and technical requirement that you need to follow. Kaya sa mga builder contractors dyan, kailangan natin pag-aralan yung mga information that was provided by.
O yan, partner.
So, but before we proceed with our next segment, make sure to follow Pinoy Builders on our official social media pages.
Maaari nyo kami or Twitter and visit our website to learn more about the latest news and information about the Philippine construction.
Natin ang planning stage ng construction. Ngayon naman, nasa process na tayo ng during the construction project. Engineer Joy, ano site?
Siyempre, isa sa mga basic and palagi ang pagsuot ng hard hat at ibang safety construction gear para maiwasan yung mga aksidente kahit ano pang infrastructure project yan, partner.
Yeah, very important yung mga bagay na yan. Tama. At in relation to that, pag-uusapan naman natin ngayon ang safety policies and specifically during road construction. Unang-una na sa lahat, ayos na traffic management plan and construction safety and sa mga government bids and projects. Ano nga ba ang mga dapat nating kasama rito at iba pang mga paalala when it comes to roadworks, safety, and traffic management?
Yes, and to give an in-depth discussion on the topic of safety, I'll introduce you to our next guest speaker. She is an engineer at Bureau of Quality and Safety ng DPWH. She specializes in road safety engineer, road safety audit, road crash black spot investigation, road work safety, and DPWH internal quality auditing. And partner, she is also an accredited practitioner in international road assessment program.
Grabe bigatin yung next speaker natin, ha? Oh, partner, sige, for sure, excited ng ating mga ka-builders na nanonood sa ating Zoom and FB Live. Kaya mag-send naman kayo ng reaction dyan. Without further ado, welcome Engineer Judith Tagle.
Thank you po.
Kumusta po kayo ngayong araw na to?
Okay naman. It's a great day.
Yeah, I know, very excited ng ating mga audience, both sa ating Facebook, sa YouTube, at right now sa Zoom din. Alam ko marami kayong question, kaya don't forget to send all your questions, ha? And pag-uusapan din natin. Kaya alam ko excited na kayo. Papakilala ko na po ang ating speaker right now.
So, we will be discussing about the safety policies in road construction, particularly the policies of the Department of Public Works and Highways. Now, being the engineering arm of the government of the Philippines, we are tasked and committed as part of our quality policy in the DPWH to provide facilities. Now, to make it easier to understand, there are two main components for which we will be discussing yung mga safety policies ng DPWH. So we have roadwork safety and traffic management, and then construction safety and health. Now, to differentiate the two, originally, meron po tayong construction safety and health. This is required also by our labor code and the Department of introduced although roadwork safety is part of construction safety and health, we introduced roadwork safety and traffic management as another aspect na bibigyan natin ng mas malaking pansin pa. So, hindi lang siya part na construction safety and health, hinighlight na rin natin siya. So, we will be discussing first roadwork safety and traffic management. Now, although yung policy natin started or was issued last 2022, way back during the 1970s pa po, meron na tayong mga requirements when it comes to roadwork safety. Now, highlight ko lang po that the DPWH requires through the issuance of the 0224 series of 2022 na lahat po ng implementing offices namin that are involved in the preparation of the plans will include details of road safety and traffic management plans in all our detailed engineering design plans. So, ibig sabihin po, lahat ng mga DED plans natin, especially or particularly the road and bridges na mga projects po natin will have a component when it comes to traffic management and roadwork safety. We call that the traffic management plan. So to give you an overview, the traffic management plan is a plan that is being prepared kasama po ng detailed engineering design plan natin. So in advance of the project implementation. So, during the planning and designing stage, kasama na po siya sa pine-prepare. Now, for now, ang nagpe-prepare nito is si DPWH Implementing Office, and this will be the traffic management plan will form part of the detailed engineering design plan of the project. Which will be used during the procurement na po. So it covers the design, the implementation, as well as the maintenance and during nung ating project implementation to ensure roadworks safety. Now, we have in the DPWH, we have our primary or official source or reference for the preparation of traffic management plan. So we have the DPWH Roadwork Safety Manual. Ang current natin ngayon is the 2004 edition, but this year we will be releasing the revised or the updated DPWH Roadwork Safety Manual. Now, the DPWH Road lahat ng mga requirements natin when it comes to roadwork signs and other traffic control devices, nakalagay po lahat dito yon. So, in-establish niya at ini-standardize niya lahat ng mga signs and traffic control devices na kailangan natin gamitin sa mga projects po natin. So, ini-ensure lang niya na yung sign na makikita natin from one province to another is the same. So, right now, these are some of the common components of a traffic management plan in the DPWH. So, it includes the design of and the dimension of all the signs, particularly those that will be used during the project implementation lang or the temporary traffic control signs, bollards, so dito rin nakalagay yung design and dimension, and as well as cones, safety barriers kung kailangan siya, and other type of traffic control devices na we plan to put in place to ensure the maximum safety of the road users during the implementation of the road or bridge project. Now, dito rin sa TMP, kasama kung ano yung particular na requirement ng DPWH when it comes to the sign, the frame, and as well as the materials for the bollards, the cones, and the safety barriers. Dito rin makikita natin how these signs and traffic control devices will be laid out on site. So sample natin dito dun sa left side. This is a typical layout of the different traffic control signs and devices na ginagamit po natin sa DPWH. So, nakalagay din po dyan what are the required spacing. So, it can be varying depending on the project. Yeah. So, mag-iiba-iba yung mga spacing natin. So, all of this are included in the TMP or the traffic management plan. So, pwede rin na that yung TMP will have different layouts. So, it will depend on the construction methodology and the staging of the project natin, particularly for roads and bridges. Now, to highlight, no, kasi sabi natin kanina, we are standardizing our requirements, particularly for the roadwork signs and the traffic control devices na ginagamit natin or dapat na gamitin sa mga DPWH projects natin. So here we are highlighting what a typical or what the typical roadwork signs na dapat na ilalagay or makikita natin sa mga DPWH projects. So we are hoping na some of this talagang nakikita nyo na. Particularly kasi yung color ng roadwork signs natin, yung background niya is yellow. So internationally, we use the yellow background ng mga signs natin to indicate na meron tayo dong ongoing or temporary roadworks or road construction. Now, pinapakita lang din natin dito what are our requirements when it comes to the sign panel, the dimension as well as the sign frame. Now, on the right side, you will be seeing the different types of signs na meron po tayo doon sa ating manual. Now, these are just some signs, some of the signs, marami po yan. So, we just have to refer to the DPWH Roadwork Safety Manual for the full list. Now, etong mga signs po na to, when the TMP is being prepared, kasama na po siya sa Detailed Engineering Design Plan. Is the requirement when it comes to the sign itself. Now, we are requiring na yung sign panel is made of retroreflective material. So, it is a mandatory requirement for roadwork signs. We are requiring yung ganitong retroreflective material sa mga signs natin because ito yung nag-enable sa lahat ng mga signs natin na makita ng mga road users, ng mga drivers at night. So, yung mechanism ng mga signs natin para makita sila at night, na yun yung pinakamahalagang time na na ginagamit natin or na nabibigay nung sign yung gamit niya para dun sa as advanced information dun sa presence nung ongoing project natin. This is through the retroreflective material of the sign itself. Okay. So, these are also naman when it comes to our requirement in terms of the traffic control devices. So, our common traffic control devices na we use sa mga projects natin is one, yung ating temporary traffic temporary bollards, as well as our traffic cones. So, ang main use nila is for delineation. So, ang pinaka-importanting part will be the retroreflective strips. Yan. So, makikita natin yung mga white na strips dito sa ating screen. Yan. So, just like dun sa ating mga traffic control signs kanina, yung mga roadwork signs natin kanina, etong mga white na reflective strips na to, ang enable dun sa mga road users na makita yung mismong alignment kung saan nandoon yung ating ongoing na project or dinidelineate niya yung mismong project natin para makita ng mga drivers, especially at night, hanggang saan pa yung part ng kalsada na may project. So we also use safety barriers to fully enclose our sites. Yan. So pinipigilan nito or pinipigilan niya na yung mga drivers natin in the event of a crash ay makapasok dun sa kung saan tayo may ginagawa. Now, DO13 of the DPWH series of 2018 requires na kasama sa contract. So, since kasama siya sa plan, yung roadwork safety and the traffic management plan is part of the DED. So, in terms of the pay item or in the contract, it is tagged under item B.8. So, ang requirement natin under item B.8, if you're familiar with the pay items of the DPWH, it item B.8 includes the supply of the materials, the installation, as well as the maintenance during the entire duration of the project. So from the TMP, nakalagay doon yung mga requirements natin. Now, para mabayaran siya, yung cost niya will be under item B.8. Now, these are just the procedure on how we derive the cost for item B.8. So, i-highlight lang namin that item B.8 is on a daily rental basis. Yan. So, ibig sabihin mo, when we say rental, you don't need, or the contractor don't need to, hindi na kailangang ibigay sa DPWH yung mismong signs and traffic control devices. So, nire-rent lang yun ni DPWH sa kanya. Yan. So, yung contractor pa rin yung may-ari ng lahat ng signs and traffic control devices. Now, ang hina-highlight lang natin dito is part of the requirement of TO13 is that yung derivation of cost for item B.8 magiging part of the contract will come from the approved traffic management plan. Now, just to give you a highlight from pre-procurement to construction, these are the requirements. So, I've already discussed the pre-procurement requirement, which is the TMP prepared as part of the DED plan through DO 224. Now, during the procurement, based on the approved TMP, nagsasubmit si contractor ngayon ng bid niya for item B.8. So this will form part of the bid and will form part of the contract eventually for the winning bidder. Now that is under item DO13 of DO13 series of 2018. Now, during pre-construction, required si contractor mag-submit. So there will be instances that the TMP prepared will not be the same TMP that will be executed or implemented by the contractor. So the contractor is also allowed to submit their own TMP. We call them the Traffic Operational Program. So it describes na the concrete implementation steps of the approved TMP. And then, if there will be revisions on the TMP made by the contractor, it will undergo review and approval from the DPWH Implementing Office. Now, during implementation, syempre, the TMP is part of the DED and it is also already a part of the contract under item B.8. So, kailangan si contractor, since this is a part of the contract already, i-implement niya dapat kung ano yung nandun sa approved TMP or sa Traffic Operational Program. And then on our part, si DPWH Field Engineer or the project engineers and inspectors will ensure not just the project engineers and inspectors, the implementing office assigned or kung saan nandoon yung project will ensure that the contractor is complying. Yan. So, with all the well as the contract agreement or the item B.8. So, yun na. Once na magkaroon na tayo, so ang highlight lang natin dito, as a main document to be implemented during construction, we have the traffic management plan and it is part of the contract under item B.8. Now, the contractor will have to implement yung mga requirements ng TMP natin and the contract para ma-ensure na magkakaroon ng safe na experience yung mga road users natin. Now, the second safety aspect na tinitignan natin during construction or project implementation is the construction safety and health. Now, this is the mother, kumbaga, safety policy ng department since dito rin nag-emanate yung roadwork safety and traffic management. Now, this is a particular requirement of the labor code. So, nag-emanate siya from kung titignan natin yung labor code, yung main focus niya talaga is the safety of the workers that are doing the work. Now, part of the requirement of the DPWH under DPWH DO 56 series of 2005 is that kailangan lahat ng mga minimum construction safety and health requirements ay pine-prepare during the detailed engineering stage. Now, this the same with roadwork safety and traffic management, kasama rin siya sa pay item natin. Now, under roadwork safety, pay item number B.7 ay B.8. Now, for construction safety and health, nasa contract natin siya under pay item B.7. Now, during the procurement phase of the project, nire-require natin yung contractor to submit as part of the technical proposal yung mga requirements when it comes to construction safety and health. So, kailangan may quantified na cost nakasama dun sa bid proposal when it comes to construction safety and health. And then, once na magkaroon na tayo ng winning bidder, si winning bidder naman ngayon ang magsasubmit ng construction safety and health program for approval of DPWH and the Department of Labor and Employment. So, kanina, our main document for roadwork safety is the traffic management plan. And in the contract, it is under item B.8. Now, for construction safety and health, ang main document natin to ensure na lahat ng requirements ng mapapag-agrihan or ipopropose ng contractor and i-approve ni DPWH and the Department of Labor and Employment, nakalagay lahat yon dun sa Construction Safety and Health Program or what we call the CSHP. And then in terms of the contract, kasama siya under pay item B.7. Now, there are different issuances both from the Department of Public Works and Highways and the GPPB and the DPWH and DOLE Memorandum of Agreement na sinasabi natin kasi in the RA 9184 kasama dapat sa contract perfection yung approved na construction safety and health. Now, we wanna emphasize na the winning bidder now, naglabas na ngayon ng GPPB resolution na inaalaw si DPWH to approve yung o pre-approve yung CSHP ng winning bidder and then ipapa-receive siya kay Department of Labor and Employment. Now, para mag-progress yung contract perfection, kailangan mag-submit yung contractor natin ng DOLE received na Construction Safety and Health Program. So, no, hindi naman kailangan approved agad. Ang kailangan lang po is ni-receive nung Department of Labor and Employment field office kung nasaan yung ating project. Now, kailan isasubmit yung approved na ni DOLE na Construction Safety and Health Program. So, yung CSHP kasi, hindi si DPWH ang talagang approving authority dyan. So, binigyan lang tayo ng, kumbaga, ng power to initially receive and approve yung mga CSHP ng contractors natin na mga winning bidders dun sa mga projects natin. Now, si DOLE pa rin yung final approval. Now, kailan kailangang ibigay kay DPWH yung CSHP? Because the approved CSHP will be the main document na i-check ni DPWH for compliance site natin. So, kailangan, bago pa mag-process ng advance payment or ng first billing, na i-submit na kay DPWH yung ating CSHP. Or before the project implementation, as long as approved na yung ating CSHP, kailangan bigay na natin kay DPWH. That is under the O12 series of 2024. Now, ayan, yung sinasabi natin kanina, si DPWH yung may preliminary authority to approve, but the final approval will still come from the Department of Labor and Employment. Yan. So, kailangan nito, so, ina-highlight natin, no, na DPWH will only receive the complete CSHP requirements as prescribed by DO number 13 of DOLE series of 1998. Now, kapag tinignan natin yung Citizens Charter ni DOLE, nakalist down po dito ano yung mga checklist of requirements natin. And if, for example, complete yung requirements, as based sa Citizens Charter ni DOLE, ang total processing time lang for approval or disapproval of the CSHP is just 4 days, 1 hour, and 30 minutes. Now, during the project implementation, it is a requirement of DOLE DO 10 series of 1998 na the CSHP is observed and enforced at the project site. So, at the start of the construction, kailangan meron na tayong CSH committee, which is the committee that will oversee on the part of the contractor. Sila yung mag-oversee na lahat ng requirements ng construction safety and health program natin ay ina-undertake or ini-implement on site. So, sila yung main player po pagdating dun sa safety nung site natin, yung mga contractors natin, particularly the CSH committee and the safety officer of the contractor. Now, on the part of DPWH, so sabi natin kanina, ang main na nag-i-ensure will be the contractor. So, obliged sila because they are the ones na nag-i-implement on site. Now, as an oversight naman or part of our monitoring, on the side of the contractor, we are also assigning safety engineer who will be responsible in ensuring na kino-comply ni contractor yung mga requirements. But ang maganda po dito is si contractor pa lang, ini-ensure niya na dapat na safe yung site natin. So, kasi part naman siya ng contract natin. Kumbaga, monitoring na lang si DPWH. Now, yung safety engineer, yung safety officer of the contractor, ang counterpart niya sa DPWH ay yung safety engineer. Now, DPWH issued DO 135 series of 2015 as a sanction mechanism. So, kasi as we all know, maraming mga mga contractors na hindi nag-i-implement. Etong sanction mechanism nito is both for the roadwork safety and traffic management requirements and construction safety and health. Now, a full work suspension order as i-issue ni DPWH implementing office dun sa mga contractors natin. So, kung hindi nila ini-implement yung mga requirements na diniscuss natin kanina, requirements ng traffic management plan, requirement of the construction safety and health program, and the requirements of the contract. Now, so it is also a requirement kasi no ng RA 9184. So sabi dito, we can issue a full work suspension order for the project to be issued by the concerned implementing office due to the failure on the part of the contractor to correct bad conditions which are unsafe for workers or for the general public. So, naka-define yun as imminent danger in terms of the language of construction safety and health. So, it is a condition or practice that could reasonably be expected to cause death or serious physical harm before abatement under the enforcement procedures can be accomplished. So, these are just some of the sample. Construction sites are defined by the Construction Safety and Health or the OSHLO as high risks sites. Yan. So, these are sample of the sites natin. Yan. Now, function mechanism is that until such time na ma-comply ni contractor yung mga requirement natin, both for roadwork safety and traffic management and construction safety and health, hindi siya or since we issued the suspension order, magre-resume lang or mag-i-issue lang si implementing office ng resumption order. Kasi during the suspension order, hindi pwedeng magtrabaho or hindi pwedeng mag-commence ng activity sa site. Kailangan muna correct ni contractor yung mga requirements natin na yun. Now, yung buong suspension na yon hindi niya pwedeng i-apply as time extension. Now, hindi rin siya babayaran for the corresponding items until such time na magkaroon tayo ng compliance dun sa requirements natin na yan. Yun lang. That is all for the safety policies. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Judith, for that very insightful presentation on the safety policies on road construction. Ang dami kong natutunan doon sa mga requirements and mga things na kailangan natin gawin. So kanina, partner, nung pinag-usapan natin kung ano yung requirements doon sa pagbibuild, ngayon pinag-usapan naman natin dito kung ano yung mga kailangan naman para sa safety naman ng mga taong nagtatrabaho sa construction, and I think that's really very important, no?
Oo, partner, tama ka. And it is also good to know na ang ating government is investing on safety of our people and the contractor.
Yeah, magandang malaman yun na hindi lang tayo para doon sa quality nung ginagawang roads, highways, and different projects ng government. We're also ensuring that the people working doon sa mga projects natin are being taken care of.
Okay, pa ba kayo mga ka-builders? So we are moving on to our third and final speaker for this exciting webinar. But let's have a quick break muna to refresh up and grab some snacks. So let's watch this video from our partners.
There are a lot of opportunities to grow in the construction sector, and Pinoy Builders can help you get acquainted with the industry in more ways than one. Pinoy Builders is a reliable hub for all things construction. Whether you are a professional, a client, or an academe, Pinoy Builders has what you need to learn everything there is about the construction industry. But that's not all. Pinoy Builders is also a proven platform that has collaborated with companies, suppliers, and construction associations in doing a variety of services ranging from small product features to large-scale webinar packages. A lot of opportunities can come out of teaming up with Pinoy Builders. Become a Pinoy Builders digital partner and we can turn your ideas into reality.
Nung wala pa po itong Anduyan Bridge, iniiwan ko po yung motor ko doon sa may tabi ng ilog. Tapos sumasakay po kami ng bamboo raft para makarating sa kabila. Tapos maglalakad po ulit, tatawirin yung sapa. May sapa pa po kasing isa. Nung naipatayo na po itong Anduyan Bridge, marami pong benepisyo ang naibigay. Isa na po dito yung mga estudyante po ng high school. Nakakarating na po sila ng school nila sa tamang oras.
Wala pa po yung tulay. Tapos yung pagtawid po namin doon sa ilog, lumalangoy lang po kami kasi wala po yung mga racket, ganun lang po yung sinasakyan namin. Yung nabuo po yung project na tulay. Laking tuwa po namin kasi hindi na po kami nahihirapan sa pagpasok sa eskwela tsaka sa mga nagtatrabaho po sa bayan.
ano siya, mas mapapabilis yung pagpunta lalo na sa Nueva Ecija. Unlike nasa road na talaga sa public road. Medyo matagal siya kasi syempre may traffic. Every bayan talagang nagtatagal. Unlike dito, pagka dito ka dumaan, accessible na siya, malapit na sa Kabanatuan.
Dati ang exit namin sa Ragosa. Sobra traffic, Santa Rosa. Pagkali kami ng Kabanatuan, Santa Rosa, Saragosa, La Paz, ang tayo pa namin dadaan, traffic. Tapos yung isang oras at kalahati na uubos. Dito, 15 minutes lang. Hasta laklakan.
Mark Anthony de la Cruz, malaking bagay yung pagkakaroon ng highway kasi yung ibang produkto na katulad ng mga palay mabilis mailalabas tsaka maipapasok dito sa maibebenta namin. Sa biyahe sir, mas mabilis na makakarating at makakauwi ako sa amin, tapos kasi medyo malapit lang po kami sa project. Kaya nagpapasalamat ako sa project ng DPWH na nagkaroon ng Silix project.
Malaki pong tulong nitong tulay na to. Marami ng pasalamat rito sa tulay na to at pati yung mga tao naglalakad imbis na iikot pa rin sa dito na sila tumatawid.
Napapadali yung daan namin dito, lalo na papunta kaming Makati, napapadali yung daan. At saka medyo okay yung daan, maluwag, nakakabiyahe kami na maayos at walang traffic.
Malaking benefits po itong project na to at nakaka-save ng time at mabilis po kami nakakarating sa trabaho at nakakauwi sa bahay. Malaking tulong po na nagawa ng DPWH itong project na to.
For me, the bridge is great, beautiful, and it's easy, more easy access to go to Rockwell, like for grocery shopping or others. So whereas we benefit, and I love it, we could even benefit even more.
Located in central Visayas, the heart of the Philippines with fast-growing economy. More exemplary improvements await the historic province of Cebu with the Metro Cebu Expressway. With its construction started in July of 2018, the Metro Cebu Expressway is designed to improve and enhance Cebu's transport demand. With the project's third segment in the works, made possible through a startup fund approved for the DPWH Region 7, the expressway is expected to act as a north to south backbone highway, allowing a much-needed seamless flow of traffic that will significantly address the congestion in Cebu. Spanning 56.3 kilometers, the Metro Cebu Expressway connects Naga City to Danao City. Consists of 20 bridges, 16 tunnels, and 5 interchanges, traversing along the slopes of the mountain range of Cebu Province, providing a scenic sense while on the road. Once open to traffic, travel time from Naga City to Danao City will be reduced from 3 hours to only 1 hour and 30 minutes, providing transport mobility across urban districts that contribute in redirecting urban land use, demographic, and economic expansion. The project, complementing other development projects in the pipeline, such as the ongoing Cebu-Cordova Link Expressway and the planned Cebu-Mactan 4th Bridge, can also provide better accessibility to Cebu's tourist destinations. Metro Cebu Expressway, truly a game changer.
Corner number 3, from procurement to safety. So understanding the process and policies to bid for government infrastructure. Finally, andito na tayo sa third and final speaker natin for today. Kanina pinag-usapan natin ang highway design with Engineer Stephen, kung saan in-explore natin ang standard components, pati na ang mga consequences kapag hindi maayos ang quality ng pagko-construct. Then, we proceed naman knowing the safety and policies in road construction, including how to create a comprehensive traffic management plan and construction safety and health plan. And for our final topic, our speaker is going to share the process and policies on procurement, specifically ang Republic Act 9184 or the Government Procurement Reform Act, which is a foundation knowledge when bidding for DPWH projects.
Hindi lamang kalsada ang construction project ng DPWH. Mayroon ding infrastructures, seaports, water system, airports, at public building. So, sino dito ang mga gustong mag-apply sa bidding ng construction project ng DPWH?
Yeah, pa-thumbs up nga dyan.
Comment naman kayo. Okay, para makita ng ating guest speaker from DPWH.
Yeah, mukhang marami yung
Hindi
ang
ba natin
daming
tignan ang mga comments?
ang daming nagko-comment, ang daming nagla-like. Yes, tignan na nga natin 'yan.
At para mas marami pa tayong matutunan, introduce na namin ang next and last speaker for today.
Okay, so she's a former civil engineer ng DPWH siya at ngayon ay na-promote na as the Director of the Procurement Office of the DPWH. Kasama rin siya sa Interagency Technical Working Group na responsible for formulating and implementing policies and procedure related to government procurement in the country. Grabe, napakabigatin partner na kasama natin ngayong araw na to. Her experiences and achievements speaks volume for itself. Let us welcome Engineer Maria Victoria S. Gregorio. Kundi palakpakan dyan.
So, good afternoon everyone. I'll be discussing the standard bidding procedure for goods, infrastructure project, and consulting services, but I will be focusing on the procedures for the procurement of infrastructure projects. Okay, the module objectives is to understand the key concepts in the bidding procedure for the procurement of infrastructure projects, undertake the procurement activities involving the infrastructure projects in compliance with the Republic Act number 9184 and its 2016 revised IRR or implementing rules and regulations. So this will be the outline of my presentation. I'll be discussing on the general principles and considerations, the procurement procedure and requirements for infrastructure projects. What is the general principles of the RA 9184 and its IRR? So it is a competitive bidding under Section 10 of Article 4 of RA 9184. However, in exceptional cases, to promote economy and efficiency and in accordance with the conditions provided for in the IRR of RA 9184, we may also use the alternative method of procurement under Rule 16 of the IRR of RA 9184. There's a Supreme Court decision, Garcia versus Burgos, indicating that by nature and characteristic of competitive bidding, it aims to protect public interest by providing the best possible advantages through open competition, and the objective of which is to avoid and preclude suspicion of favoritism and anomalies as indicated in COA versus the RTC NCRJR case. So sinasabi rin po sa ating IRR of RA 9184 under Section 7 na no procurement shall be undertaken unless it is in accordance with the approved annual procurement plan. So kung wala po doon, wala pong procurement na gagawin dapat ang gobyerno. Okay? It should be approved by the head of the implementing office. So ano po ba yung projects includes the construction, restoration, maintenance. Ganon din po yung mga retrofitting ng ating po mga lighthouses, roads and bridges, seaports, railways, buildings, ang ating pong mga airports, and so on. So, ang ating pong bidding procedure under the IRR of RA 9184 ay single-stage two-envelope system, wherein we have the financial envelope and the technical envelope. And we can also have a single-stage two. Ito po kasi ini-introduce na po yung ating electronic submission during the time of COVID at saka po state of calamity. So sinasabi rin po sa ating IRR, bidders can be a sole proprietor, duly licensed Filipino citizens. It can also be a corporation with at least 60% Filipino interest or ownership. Can also be a partnership with at least 60% Filipino interest or ownership, cooperatives duly organized under the laws of the Philippines, joint venture with at least 60% Filipino ownership, interest or ownership, and foreign bidders if it is indicated in the treaty or international or executive agreement. Because the IRR of RA 9184 is harmonized po ito sa ating mga international partners like World Bank, ADB, and JICA. So, dito po meron po tayo Executive Order number 65/2018 with entitled Foreign Equity Requirement in Government Procurement, wherein in-increase na po ang participation ng foreign bidders. From 75 ginawa, from 25 naging 40 na po siya. Okay? So, in-increase na po. So, sinasabi rin po dito that pwede po natin i-reverse yung criteria. Sa joint venture po kasi 60-40 but not less than 25% ang participation ni local contractors. However, if the structure to be built is requires new construction technologies, kailangan po, wala pa po experience ang ating mga Pilipino contractors, pwede po i-reverse yun. Okay, maging 60% foreign and but not less than 25% ang local. Example of which po ay yung ating construction ng Ayala Bridge, wherein construction po ng Ayala Bridge wherein inilift po yon yung slab ng Ayala Bridge ng whole, hindi po yung bisection. So it requires additional, it requires new technologies and specialized equipment. Based on the PCAB, no local contractor possess the requirement. So ni-reverse po natin yung criteria doon following EO 65 series of 2018. Naging 60% yung foreign, 25 but not less than 25% po yung local. Pwede po yung i-reverse. Okay? Then, invitation to observers under Section 13 ng ating IRR. The observers represents the taxpayers po. It includes at least 3 representative from COA, duly recognized private sectors, and NGO. The Bids and Awards Committee shall invite the observers 5 calendar days prior to the conduct of pre-bid conference, preliminary examination of bids, bid evaluation, and post-qualification. So, meron po tayong tinatawag na, meron po in-issue si GPPB na Resolution Number 4, 2020. Ganon din po GPPB Circular Number 1, 2021. The procuring entity shall provide an online monitoring for observers using the modernized field jets. Then P is to provide online access to observers for monitoring all stages of procurement using the modernized field jets. Until such time po na maging operational yung field jets, the procuring entity shall provide online access, their online access po. Then P is to inform if hindi naman po nagkaroon po ng problem sa online access sa field jets, the procuring entity shall inform the GPPB TSO via email, observers@gppb.gov.ph if online access cannot be provided. So, approval of it is given 20 calendar days to approve, disapprove the contract. And GOCC is concerned, pagka naman po GOCCs, the concerned board shall be given a maximum of 30 calendar days to approve, disapprove the contract. Okay, per GPPB Resolution Number 16, 2019 and GPPB Resolution Number 9, 2020, the law allows the use of digital signature in order to bidding the procurement documents on time. Kung makikita po natin sa ating Annex C na ating IRR of RA 9184, every procurement milestone, meron po yung start and end date. Okay? So, in order to allows the use of digital signature on the procurement-related documents but not limited to the following: the PPMP and APP, ito po yung tinatawag natin na Project Procurement Management Plan and Annual Procurement Plan, Request for Quotation or Request for Proposal, Philippine bid or request for expression of interest, supplemental or bid bulletin, and so on. Okay? So, dito naman more series of 2018, sinasabi po dito, in order not to delay the procurement process and to create a quorum, a back member, including the chairperson or vice chairperson, may be present either in person or face-to-face through video conferencing, webcasting, or similar technology for PEs with such technology. Then decision made of at least a majority of the back members present using such technology shall be considered valid and binding. Inaalaw na po yung ating use of video conferencing, webcasting, and similar technology, especially po during the quarantine period and then pagka po tayo nagkaroon ng declaration ng state of calamity. Procurement activities that may be conducted electronically, ito po yung sa PPC or Pre-Procurement Conference, the bid opening, and all other procurement activities or meeting as indicated in GPPB Resolution Number 24 Series of 2018. So, ano po ba yung competitive bidding? So, dito po sa infrastructure, the competitive bidding, ito po yung standard competitive bidding procedure starts with the conduct of pre-procurement conference, advertisement continuously for 7 calendar days. The pre-bid conference, it should be 12 calendar days prior to the deadline for submission of bids but not earlier than advertisement. Then submission of bids from the advertisement, it depends po on the amount of the ABC or the amount of the project. If it is 50 million and above, may prepare their bidding document 50 calendar days. If the ABC is more than 50 million, 65 calendar days po ang maximum. Okay? So, opening of bids under Section 25. First, we will open the first envelope or what we call the technical proposal. Only those contractors who pass on the first envelope, yun lang po yung open natin yung second envelope. Then we will conduct bid evaluation and ranking for 7 calendar days. And then the lowest calculated bidder will be subjected to post-qualification. It should be completed within 12 calendar days but not more than 45 calendar days subject to the approval of the whole. Then award of contract within 15 calendar days. So this is the recommended possible period to complete the procurement activity for infrastructure projects. Makikita po natin ito sa Annex C na ating IRR of RA 9184. The earliest period is 26 calendar days. Then the maximum period po is 141 if the ABC is 50 million and below, and 156 calendar days if the ABC is more than 50 million. It excludes approval of the higher authority. Procurement. Okay, it should be conducted prior to the advertisement of invitation to bid. It is mandatory for the infra with an amount of 50 million and above. Okay? Then, sino-sino po ba yung mga participants? The back secretariat, TWG, consultants of the subject, procurement, end user, and other officials. Bakit wala po yung observers? Because it is only a determination of the readiness of procurement activity. Hindi pa po ito yung competitive bidding. Standard procedure pa lang po ito. Okay? So, under Section 18 of the IRR of RA 9184, reference to brand name is prohibited. Okay? Pagka po tayo bibili ng mga bagong equipment or bagong mga goods, we are not allowed to indicate in the technical specifications the brand you prepared. Okay? However, in the preparation of the technical envelope, technical specification, ang nire-require na po natin is what the procuring entity required. Kung ano po or needed, kung ano yung kailangan niya. Hindi na po yung minimum requirement. Kung ano na po yung requirement ng procuring entity. Okay? So, sinasabi rin po dito sa second bullet, if there is an existing fleet, for example po, bibili po kayo ng ink. Okay, meron na po kayong printer. Ang tatak ng printer nyo ay, ano po bang magandang tatak? Brothers. Pagka po kayo bumili ng ink, pwede nyo na daw po ilagay yung Brothers. Okay, para po dun sa functionality at saka po yung to maintain the performance of the goods, kailangan na po nating ilagay yon. Kasi baka po ibang brand ay ilagay, sayang lang po yung procurement nyo, hindi po yung compatibility po. Okay? Then, electronic submission and receipt of bids. Okay. Ito po ay ginawa ng GPPB. Inalaw po ito ni GPPB during the time of COVID, yung quarantine natin. Kasi wala po tayong access to go to the office. So, inalaw po nila yung paggamit ng electronic submission and receipt of bids. It can be through electronic means available or through GPPB online portal. Si DPWH po nagpa-develop po kami ng application, yung online submission of bids. Okay? Then, pwede rin po yung through GPPB online portal. Okay. Ano po ba itong, However, bago po kayo gumamit ng electronic submission, you need to receive or secure certification from GPPB that they allowed you to use the online submission. Kasi po may mga conditions po yan. Dapat daw po may password protected daw po yan, and then dapat daw po magkakaroon ng audit trail. Okay? Para po ma-avoid natin yung mga bid rigging at saka po yung early opening of bids. Okay? So the next step is the advertisement or posting of invitation to bid. This signals the start of the bidding process and invite interested bidders to participate in the procurement activity. The invitation to bid is continuously posted at PhilJEPs, yung inyo po website po ng procuring entity at saka po sa bulletin board continuously for 7 calendar days. Kaya kung kayo po ay interested, you may browse the DPWH website or PhilJEP's website. Okay? So, sunset provision on advertisement in newspapers. Sinasabi po sa ating IRR of RA 9184, upon the effectivity po noong 2016, IRR of RA 9184, 2 years after the effectivity po, there's no need to publish the invitation to bid in the newspaper. Kaya wala na po tayong newspaper. However, if you cannot post the IB in the PhilJEPs, you are still required to publish in the newspaper. However, it should be with justifiable reason. So ito naman po makikita nyo sa section 17.5, bidding document fee. It depends po tayong maximum cost of the bidding document. So sinasabi rin po sa ating IRR that the bidding fee section 41. Ano po ba yung section 41? Ito po yung reservation clause. Okay? The whole preserves failure of bidding due to the following reasons. Okay? Nakalagay po yan sa section 41. If the project is no longer feasible or technically or financially feasible, if the back do not follows the the correct bidding procedures, ganun din po if the The next step is the conduct of pre-bid conference. Okay, the pre-bid conference po, ang ating pong timeline nito, it should be conducted 12 calendar days prior to the deadline for submission of bids. However, for complex project, it can also be conducted 30 calendar days to give ample time to the contractor to visit the site. Okay? Kasi po, kung ano po yung conditional site, dapat po incorporate niya yon in the preparation of the unit cost or the bid niya. Okay, ano po ba yung purpose ng pre-bid conference? To discuss, clarify, and explain among others the eligibility requirement, the technical and financial components of the contract to be bid, including questions and clarifications raised by the contractors before and during the pre-bid conference. Baka po may mga clarifications kayo, ito na po yung time nyo para mag-clarify kay implementing offices. Okay. During the conduct of pre-bid conference, the BAC shall be proactive role or shall have a proactive role during the pre-bid conference under GPPB Resolution number 2, 2018. Okay, dapat po kung nakikita nyo po that you need to initiate the clarification or explanation or amendment, it should be conducted by the BAC. Okay. Ganun din po sinasabi sa GPPB Resolution number 4, 2021, minutes of the meeting of pre-bid conference is no longer required to be posted sa PE's website. Dati po kasi required yon, ngayon po hindi na. Okay, so any amendments po sa ating bidding document indicated in the minutes of pre-bid conference, hindi po yun valid unless it is transformed into a supplemental bulletin. Okay? The supplemental bulletin, ito po yung tinatawag natin ng mga amendments. Yung bid bulletin naman po, ito po yung ating mga response do sa mga questions or queries ng contractors. Okay, it should be posted 7 calendar days prior to the deadline for submission of bids sa ating pong website, DPWH website, sa PhilJeps at saka po sa bulletin board. Yun naman po mga clarification should be received by the BAC 10 calendar days prior to the deadline for submission of bids. Okay. Ma'am, hindi po na i-post sa PhilJeps yung ating supplemental bulletin. However, na i-post naman po sa PhilJeps, hindi po valid yung supplemental bulletin. The original bidding document prevails. Okay? Okay. Okay. Submission and receipt of bids. Sabi ko nga po kanina, we have 2 envelope. It is the technical envelope containing the eligibility and technical requirement, and the second envelope is the financial proposal. The bid of the contractor should be valid for 120 calendar days from the date of submission of bids until the award of contract. So, yung electronic submission and receipt of bids, inaalaw na po yan per GPPB number 9, 2020. But it requires 2 factors security procedure. It should be on the archive and password protected. Allows access to password protected bidding document. Yung pong password, sasabihin lang po yon pagka time of opening na. Okay? Then capable of generating an audit trail of transactions. So, ito po yung yung bid submitted electronically, yung technical and financial, i-scan po natin yung document. Then submitted bid must be encrypted and password protected. Then sealing and marking of bids. Yung po ating original, meron po tayong technical na original at saka po financial na original. Pagsasamahin po natin sa envelope yun, lalagyan natin na original technical. Similarly with the financial, lalagyan po natin siya na original financial. Then i-enclose po natin siya sa isang envelope indicating original bid. Each envelope shall contain the name of the contract to be bid, the name and address of the bidder, recipient, si BAC, the PE, and the do not open before the date and time of the opening of bids. Ganon din po si copy. Copy 1, copy 2. Commonly po ang nire-require natin is 1 original and 2 copies. However, sinasabi rin po ngayon sa ating GPPB resolution entitled po yung Simplified Philippine Bidding Document, refusal of the contractor to submit copy of the bidding document is not a ground for disqualification of the bidder. So, basta po isang original lang, okay na po yon. Okay? Okay. Okay, sinasabi rin po yung unsealed and unmarked bid envelopes, not compressed and password protected, rejected po yun. However, pagka po improperly sealed and marked, and improperly compressed and password protected, acceptable na. Then submission and receipt of bids under Section 25 of the IRR of RA 9184. For infra po, it depends on the amount of the ABC. Sabi ko nga po kanina, pagka 50 million and below, 50 calendar days from the first day of advertisement until the deadline for submission of bids. And if the ABC is more than 50 million, 65 calendar days po. Okay? Then for bids submitted electronically, the PEs shall generate which can be saved or printed by the bidder upon receipt of the first and second envelope under GPPB Resolution Number 9, 2020. So dito po sa revised IRR of RA 9184, nire-require na po ngayon yung ina-acknowledge dapat ni BAC yung mga na-receive na bids. Commonly po kasi may mga ginagamit lang yung pangalan ng contractor, hindi alam ng mga owner na sila pala ay nag-participate. So in order to avoid that situation, the GPPB requires the acknowledgement po ng bids as submitted. Then modification of bids, allowed po yan. However, it should be submitted prior to the deadline of bid. Then bidders shall not be allowed to retrieve bid equally sealed, properly identified, then linked to its original bid and marked as modification. Okay, allowed po yon. Ganon din po yung letter of bids. Pagka naman po must be received prior to the deadline for submission of bids. However, for bids withdrawn within the interval between the deadline and expiration of bid validity, the bid security shall be forfeited. Pagka po nag-submit na kayo ng letter of withdrawal, you are no longer eligible or allowed to submit another bid because yung right nyo po to submit bid has been withdrawn. Wala na po kayong ano. Okay? So, after the receipt po, i-open na po natin yung bid ni contractor and conduct preliminary examination of bids. Ang una po nating i-open ay yung kanyang technical. Okay, gagamitin po natin doon yung ating non-discretionary criteria, presence or absence of document. Okay, then kung sino lang po ang pumasa doon sa first envelope, yun po yung bubuksan natin ng second envelope. Adapting din po yung pass-fail criteria, non-discretionary pass-fail criteria. Then the back, through the assistance of the technical working group, gagawa po siya ng abstract of bid as read. Okay, then babasahin po niya yung bid, yung amount ng bid ni contractor. Okay, then mas maganda po sana, before the termination of the opening of bids, sasabihin po sana ni BAC that all bids will be subjected to evaluation and the lowest calculated bidder will be subjected to post-qualification. Most of the time po kasi, lalo na po yung mga bagong bidders, once na siya po yung nakita sa screen, na siya na po yung lowest bid as submitted, ina-assume na po niya na siya na yung winning bidder. Hindi po, you will be subjected to detailed evaluation and post-qualification. Okay? Opening of bids naman po, submitted electronically, gagamitin po natin ng password. Magkakaroon po dyan ng 3 attempts. If the contractor failed po, ayun pong kanyang password, nakalimutan niya, hindi ma-open, after 3 attempts, rejected na po yung kanyang bid. Okay? Okay, dito naman po sa slide na to, sinasabi po yung notice of postponement in case po na i-submit na daw yung bid, pero in emergency cases, nagkaroon po na wala po yung quorum. So sinasabi po dito na pwede daw po tayong reschedule ng opening. Okay? As soon as possible or the next working day po. It should be posted sa PhilJEP's website at saka po sa website ng PE concerned. Mag-issue po tayo ng notice of postponement. So, ito po yung laman ng ating technical envelope. Sabi ko kanina, 2 po yung requirement sa technical envelope. Eligibility requirement and technical requirement. Ano po ba yung eligibility requirement? Ito po yung Class A document, legal, technical, and financial. And then, if the contractor intends to kailangan po niya mag-submit ng joint venture agreement. Okay? Sa technical requirement naman, and omnibus sworn statement. Okay? So, ano po ba yung Class A document na legal? Meron po lumabas na GPPB Resolution number 15, 2021. In lieu po ng mga mayor's permit, sex certification, DTI, tax clearance, audited financial statement, 1 document na lang po isasubmit ni contractor. Ito po yung PhilJEP's Certificate of Registration Platinum Membership. Okay? Pagka po public bidding, dapat po platinum membership po yung PhilJeps nyo. Okay. So ano naman daw po yung technical document? Ito po yung statement ng kanyang all ongoing contracts, statement of the single largest completed contract, the pickup license, special pickup license for joint venture, and state yun po. Then sa financial naman po, yung computation po ng kanyang net financial contracting capacity. It should be at least equal to ABC. Okay? So ito po yung mga legal document, yung mayor's permit. So sinasabi po dito na recently expired business or mayor's permit shall be accepted together with the official receipt. It should be updated sa PhilJeps. Hindi po dapat ito ilagay sa inyong envelope. It should be uploaded or uploaded sa PhilJeps po. Okay? Ganon din po itong tax clearance. Okay? Submission of BIR receipt for renewal of tax clearance will not suffice in lieu of a valid tax clearance requirement. Ganon din po submission of provisionary tax clearance issued by the BIR or bidding process purposes is not acceptable form of tax clearance per GPBB Resolution Number 1, 2014. Okay, yung tax clearance nyo rin po, it should be uploaded sa PhilJeps, hindi po sa inyong technical envelope. Then, statement of all ongoing government-private contracts. Okay, statement of the bidder of all ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to be bid. Then statements shall include all information required in the bidding document. Bakit po kailangan ito i-submit? Because ito po ay dinididak sa inyong net financial contracting capacity. Failure of the contractor to disclose the statement of all ongoing government and private contracts is a ground for disqualification. Okay? So, statement of single largest completed contract or SLCC. It should be similar to the contract to be bid or has the same major categories of work. If you intend to participate in the DPWH po, Procurement of Infrastructure Projects, meron po kaming Department Order Number 117 Series of 2017 entitled Determination of Major Categories of Works. Okay? Makikita nyo po doon, pagka po kunyari, drainage, meron pong corresponding similar works po yon. Okay? Doon nyo po ma-assess nyo na po kung kayo ba ay qualified or hindi. Then the SLCC value should be at least 50% of the ABC to be bid upon adjustment to current prices using the PSA Consumer Price Indices. So doon naman po sa mga bagong contractor. Contractors under small A and small B categories without similar experience on the contract may participate if the cost of the contract to be bid is not more than the allowable range of contract costs of their registration. Pagka po small B, trade lang po kayo. So you are still allowed to participate or award the contract up to 1 million even without the experience yung firm. Okay. Pagka naman po small b, kayo po ay pwede po kayong ma-awardan ng contract up to 30 million. Kahit wala po experienced contractor. However po, your personnel, particularly the project engineer, the project manager, and materials engineer should have a similar experience. Okay? Similar to the project to be bid. Okay? Sa tao po tayo ngayon nag-evaluate. Okay. Another technical eligibility requirement po ay yung pickup license. Okay. Pagka naman po single proprietor po or corporation or single contractor po magjo-join kayo, pickup license. Pagka naman po joint venture, in the form of joint venture, you need to secure special joint venture pickup license. Okay. Doon po sa pickup license, may dalawa po yan na validity. First po yung general engineering, then the second po yung ARCC. It should be valid at the time of submission of bids. Okay? Dapat po both are valid at the time of submission of bids. Okay? So sinasabi lang po dito yung mga non-acceptability of temporary pickup license. Okay. Si pickup po kasi nag-i-issue rin siya ng temporary pickup license. Kasi po, most of the time po tayo gawin nating mga Pilipino kung kailan deadline, tsaka po tayo nagre-renew. So, hindi na po makaya ni pickup. Nag-i-issue po siya ng temporary pickup license. However, if you intend to participate in the government procurement, it is not acceptable. Okay, hindi po yan acceptable. Baka po doon sa private, pwede, but not in the government procurement under GPPB Resolution number 10, 2019. Okay, audit, yun naman po financial eligibility requirement natin, yung audited financial statement showing among others the total and current assets and liabilities. It should be stamped received by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institution. The audited financial statement should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of submission of bids. Okay. Then, ito naman po, pinakikita po dito yung computation ng ating NFCC. NFCC should at least be equal or more than the ABC. Ano po ba yung computation? Current asset minus the current liabilities times the K factor of 15. Regardless po yan of duration. Nakafix na po yung 15. Minus the value of all ongoing or outstanding or uncompleted portion of the projects under ongoing contracts, including awarded contract yet to be started coinciding with the contract to be bid. Okay? Then, Class B document, ito po, pagka po infra, kailangan po isasabit nyo yung special joint venture license. Ganun din po yung valid joint venture agreement to get sa inyo pong bid. Okay? Paano naman po tayo mag-evaluate ng joint venture? As to legal requirement po, each member of the joint venture should submit the legal eligibility document. Ito po yung PhilJEP Certificate of Registration Platinum Membership. Pagka naman po technical or financial eligibility document, any of the partner will suffice. Okay? Okay. I-inform ko na po kayo, baka hindi pa po kayo aware, most of the time po kasi ito po yung nare-receive namin na unlocking at saka motion for reconsideration, yung GPPB Resolution number 15, 2021. Okay, bago po ito na format, meron po yung meron po bagong format doon. Then, meron po sinasabi doon, yung pong mga legal document, mayor's permit, tax clearance, NFCC, SEC, DTI, any of the 5 document na expired during the time of submission of bid, though the PhilJEP Certificate of Platinum Membership is valid, suspended po yung validity ng PhilJEP Certificate of Platinum Membership. Okay. Ma'am, nag-submit naman po ako sa technical envelope. Hindi po yun acceptable. It should be, yung mga updated documents should be uploaded sa PhilJEPs. Hindi po sa technical envelope. Okay. So, ano naman po yung mga project requirements sa infra? Nandiyan po yung organizational chart for the contract to be bid, the list of contractors' key personnel, and then the list of contractors' major equipment. Okay. So, required din po kayong mag-submit ng bid security. Ano po ba yung purpose nito? To guarantee po that yung successful bidder should enter into a contract within the prescribed period and then magpo-post po kayo ng performance security. Ano-ano po ba yung mga acceptable form? It can be in the form of cash, cashier's or manager's check, bank guarantee, or irrevocable letter of credit issued by universal or commercial bank, 2% of the EBC. It can also be in the form of bid securing declaration and surety bond or surety bond with a premium of not less than 5% of the ABC. So most of the time, bid securing declaration po yung sinasubmit ni contractor. Pero hindi po natin nakikita, medyo mabigat po yung condition ng bid securing declaration. Okay, ano-ano ba yung mga penalties dyan? Penalty of disqualification for 2 years from bidding for any procurement contract with any PE upon receipt of the blacklisting order. Then payment of fine to be calculated in accordance with the rules set. Okay, per GPPB Resolution number 16, series of 2020. Then omnibus sworn statement po, okay? Required din po yan per GPPB Resolution number 16, 2020. So, yun naman po financial component. It should contain the bid form, applicable price schedule, then detailed estimate, then cash flow by quarter. Okay, ito po yung requirements sa infra. Then pagka po na-check na natin, nakapag-conduct na tayo ng preliminary examination, all bids will be subjected to detailed evaluation. Dito na po natin i-correct yung mga arithmetical correction and then i-evaluate, titingnan din po natin yung completeness of bids. Okay? It should be completed within 7 calendar days. Okay. So if there's a discrepancy between the bid price in figures, the bid price in words prevail, total price per item or unit price times the quantity, the unit price for the item times the quantity, stated total and the unit cost in detailed estimate versus the unit cost in the bill of quantity, the unit cost in the bill of quantities prevail. Then you are prohibited to make communication with the BAC during the bid evaluation until the award of contract. Then the lowest calculated bidder will be subjected to post-qualification. Ano po ba yung post-qualification? Ito po yung mga verification, validation, and ascertainment of all documents submitted by the bidder. It should be completed 12 calendar days, but 12 calendar days po, but not more than 45 calendar days po upon approval of the head of the procuring entity. Okay? So, sinasabi lang po dito, yung lowest calculated bidder, if he was found to be post-disqualified, another 12 calendar days na naman po doon the second lowest bidder. Until such time po na makakuha ka ng lowest calculated and responsive bidder. Okay. So sinabi po natin kanina, PhilJets registration lang. So dito po sa post-qual, dito na po natin hihingin yung mga mayor's permit, tax clearance, and so on, yung 5 document. Then i-verify po natin yan. Okay? Para ma-declare natin na responsive si bidder. Then award of contract. So sinasabi po sa ating IRR, the BAC shall recommend award of contract to the lowest calculated responsive bid or highest rated responsive bid or single rated responsive bidder at submitted bid price or calculated price whichever is lower. Okay, then the BAC shall notify all other bidders in writing of the recommendation of the hope of award of contract to LCRB within 3 calendar days from the issuance of resolution recommending award. Okay, the hope shall approve, disapprove the resolution of the BAC within 15 calendar days. Then the notice of award should be posted po sa PhilJets, DPWH website, and bulletin board within 3 calendar days upon issuance of the NOA po. Okay, so sa award of contract po, notice of award, you are required to submit or post a performance security, sign the contract upon compliance with all documentary requirement. Okay? Then the period to complete procurement process po, procurement process from opening of bids until the award of contract shall not exceed 3 months. Okay? Meron po tayong Supreme Court decision, yung po Jacomil versus Abaya et al. That sinasabi po doon, the different periods provided in the IRR of RA 9184 is not only It's not merely directory but mandatory po. Okay? Okay. Ano po ba yung performance ng purpose ng performance security? It guarantees the performance of obligation of the LCRB in such form and amount specified in the bidding document. Failure to post performance security, ground for disqualification, then post-qualify the next, then forfeiture po ng kanyang bid security and imposition of penalties under Section 69 of IRR of RA 9184. Then nandyan din po sa sa slide natin kung ano po yung acceptable form. Okay, contract signing po, approving higher authority 20 calendar days and then GOCC's 30 calendar days po. Okay, then notice to proceed should be issued 7 calendar days from the date of approval of the contract. Then it should be posted sa PhilJEP's, DPWH website and bulletin board 15 calendar days from the date of its issuance. Okay, then all notices called for by the terms of the contract shall be effective only at the time of receipt of the successful bidder. Okay. So additional requirement po in response to the transparency requirement of post-award, pinopost din po namin yan sa PhilJEP's, sa aming transparency seal, yung agency official website and social media platforms. Okay? Then requirement din po sa newspaper pagka po ang ating ABC ay 50 million and above. Then Section 15 ng ating IRR, failure of bidding. Kailan po ba magdi-declare ng failure of bidding? Pagka po no bids are received, bids were received but no one was eligible, all bids failed to post-qualify or refusal of the post-qualified bidder to accept award without justifiable cause. Ano po yung gagawin ni BAC? Dapat po, mandatory review shall be conducted by the BAC. Then based on the finding, the BAC shall revise the terms, conditions, and specs, adjust the ABC subject to the required approval, conduct rebidding, and re-advertisement. Nakikita nyo po yan sa Section 35 ng ating IRR of RA 9184. So ito naman po ay bago po itong provision sa ating IRR. Nasa GPPB Resolution number 9, 2020. Ganun din po, nandito na po ito sa ating IRR Section 35.6. Okay. Si BAC po ay authorized na po siya, may cancel or terminate the procurement activities upon consultation with the end user with the following conditions po. Then reservation clause po, Section 41, the hope reserves the right to reject any and all bids, declare failure of bidding, and not award the contract. Ito po yung mga grounds, makikita nyo naman po dyan. Okay? Okay, so that's the end of my presentation. So thank you very much.
What a wonderful and fruitful information about the procurement process and bidding on government projects, Director. Ang dami kong natutunan dun sa pag-uusap natin, Engineer Joy.
Tama, Carl, no? Very insightful, Director, yung mga senior mo sa amin. And very detailed talaga.
And I know yung mga contractors natin and people who would like to bid for government projects now would understand yung mga requirements that they need to have para makapag-participate sa different government bids. So, we all know naman no, na in order for them to participate, marami palang mga requirements. But before we proceed on other question, we would like to thank our sponsor. First is Holcim Excel EcoPlanet, the world's broadest range of green cement with at least 30% lower emission to help builders all over the world reduce the carbon footprint on construction.
For a speed up shopping process on your construction products, order instantly for 24 hours a day, anytime, anywhere, with everything at your fingertips. Just click it.
So, ano yung mga natutunan natin dito, Engineer Joy?
Oo, so isa sa mga na-capture ko dun sa presentation ni Director, no, na ang government project is opening door to new technologies or global, or we are becoming a global in construction of infrastructure projects. So makakasabay na tayo dun sa mga ibang infrastructure projects sa mga katabi nating mga bansa.
Grabe ang haba ng discussion natin ngayong hapon. Actually, partner and Engineer Joy, first time lang ulit natin magkaroon ng 3 speakers for the program, and it was surely a great opportunity na na-invite natin ang mga taga DPWH to share their expert insight. Konting palakpakan naman dyan!
Yes!
Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat.
Oo nga, partner, and gusto kong malaman from you is ano yung pinaka-learnings na nakuha mo from our speaker?
Actually, marami ko natutunan. So, for yung sa first one, ano yung mga technical requirement to participate in government construction road and highway project. Then yung after that, na-realize ko na hindi pala lang technical requirement yung kailangan din pala na we need to ensure na yung mga people that will be working in those projects are properly taken care of. And lastly, pagkatapos natin itong malaman and ready na yung company mo to bid for this project, ano naman yung mga requirements ng company nyo to participate and to make sure na yung projects will be na makakapag-bid tayo dun sa mga government projects na to.
Oo nga, partner. So, ang next natin is mag-open na tayo ng question and answer, no?
Yes, at mag-check tayo ng mga different questions na na-receive natin from our different platforms like Facebook, Zoom, YouTube. Ang dami nating na-receive na mga different question. By the way, hindi pa tayo tapos, partner. We're inviting again on stage our speakers from DPWH to join our question and answer.
So here with us is Director Maria Victoria Gregorio, who talked about the procurement in construction and bidding on government projects, and Engineer Judith Tagle, who discussed about safety policies in road construction. So we will be opening the Q&A chat box for our viewers here. Kung may katanungan kayo, isend nyo lamang dito.
At excited talaga ang ating mga speakers to answer those questions. Pwede nyo rin i-directly i-address sa bawat speaker natin ang inyong mga question kung sakaling may mga question kayo. Kung tungkol naman yan sa highway design component, traffic management, health and safety policy, procurement or bidding, remember to open the Q&A chat box at isubmit ang inyong mga questions. Makikita nyo naman sa gitna ng screen niyo if you are using PC or sa ilalim ng inyong screen pag sa mobile phones. Susubukan naming sagutin ang mga karamihan ng mga questions po ninyo. Okay, so marami tayong mga na-receive na questions. And I think ready na tayo. Ito yung first question natin. Ayan. Marami tayong na-receive na question kasi kanina tinitignan ko nga yung mga questions natin sa Zoom. Sobrang dami natin na-receive na question. Ito yung first question natin from Mr. Joel Estal. Good PM po. White lang po ba dapat yung gagamitin sa mga reflectorized na bollards? Marami po kasing ibang color na ginagamit.
I think
this is for probably Engineer Tagle.
Yes. So, when it comes to the bollards, yung color ng reflective strip na kailangan natin, kasi yung reflective strip na yon will enable the road users to see yung mga projects natin at night. Now, the manual doesn't really require a specific color, but since yung bollards natin typically color orange, so yung white is recommendatory since na-emphasize siya because of dun sa background natin na or kung saan siya nakalagay, which is yung orange na traffic cone natin or bollard. What we are very particular in terms of our requirement in the DPWH is hindi sa color but dun sa dimension or the bandwidth of the reflective stickers. For traffic cones, our minimum should be 150 millimeters. While when it comes to bollards, kasi mas naliit yung diameter niya, we require it to be at least 250 millimeters. So in terms ng color, walang restriction, but we highly recommend using white. But in terms ng dimension, yon 150 millimeters for cones, and for temporary bollards, we require at least 250 millimeters kasi it will be easily seen at night.
Okay. So, another question. Thank you, Engineer Tagle. So, eto meron tayong second question. Engineer Joy, baka you want to read this?
Yes. Are those, galing to kay Seth Pomeres. So, are those road safety requirements po? Kasali ba ang mga farm-to-market roads? Or separate ito sa exclusive sa mga highways lang? Or is there a specific guidelines or DO covering yung type or project conducted by the agency other than the DPWH?
Roadwork safety manual is made for the context of the DPWH. But the manual itself can be, kumbaga if, for example, ibang agency naman yung nag-i-implement, they can still use the same since this is a standard for the Philippines naman, for our country. Now, when it comes to the type of project, since yung mga national roads natin or our national highways are more of critical kasi mas maraming road users na dumadaan doon, and mas mataas din yung speed ng mga vehicles na gumagamit nun. So, that is why, in terms of hierarchy, pinaka nagagamit talaga yung roadwork safety manual for national roads. Now, right now, pwede rin siyang gamitin sa mga farm-to-market roads, especially if there are existing road users. For example, there are vehicles and pedestrians po that may be affected by the project. So, it can also have yung mga requirement natin.
Okay. Thank you.
again.
Another question coming from Mr. Marcus Kenzie San Victores. Good afternoon po. How important is the knowledge of RA 9184 in the practice of your profession?
Okay, good afternoon po, Mr.
Marcus.
Okay. Gaano ka-importante yung RA 9184? Kasi po ako po ay director po ng procurement service. So ito na po yung pinaka-bible namin. We are bound to follow the requirements of RA 9184 and its implementing rules and regulations. Particularly po if we are using a government fund. Yan po yung ating requirement. Mandatory po yan.
So, ang sagot po doon, very important.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you, Director.
Thank you, Director Gregorio.
So, next question natin. Sa mga nagpa-approve ng mga road construction, hindi pa talaga may iwasan na merong multiple road construction within close proximity or magkakalapit? From Francis Daniel.
So,
multiple construction within.
Parang
some
magkakatabi ba ang ibig sabihin?
So, ang question po ulitin natin. So, this is from Mr. Francis Daniel. Sa mga pag-approve ng mga road construction, hindi ba talaga maiiwasan na merong multiple road construction within close proximity or magkakalapit? So, siguro probably yung question po niya, minsan di ba may isang project na magkakalapit, kaya lang siguro baka hindi siguro nila alam na baka isang malaking project lang kasi ito no, na kaya siya ginagawa.
Okay.
Apo.
Sige po. Kasi po nakalagay po doon sa aming GAA na the DPWH may cluster or decluster po yung mga projects. So, pwede po namin yung i-pacing. Depende po doon sa release ng pondo. Okay, kami po nagpo-program isang ganito, however, i-release lang po ganito. So, ang gagawin po namin yan, ika-cluster namin, pagkakasyahin lang po namin doon sa release ng funds. Kasi po ngayon, kung titingnan natin, ang GAA po, di po ba, though may validity po siya ng 2 years, but you need po to award the contract within the
GAA
Mm.
approval but disburse po yung the whole amount
Mm-mm.
for the another year.
Mhm.
Okay, yung ano po, cash-based budgeting po. Kaya po yun, hinahanap namin by phasing. Pero ang phasing po na ginagamit namin, it should be usable.
Mhm.
Hindi po basta makagawa lang after the completion.
Siguro yung question nila kasi minsan may mga sunod-sunod na construction projects na magkakatabi. Pero yun nga, pwede siyang isang cluster, no? O kaya baka magkasunod na project na dalawang project na siya na magkasunod po.
Ganon din naman din po, another po, isang method pa po dyan. Kung makikita po natin sa RA 9184 to sa Annex H, allowed naman po yung adjacent or contiguous. Kunwari po, merong ongoing si contractor, meron pa pong remaining, may savings.
Mm-mm.
So, kung meron po ditong gap, pwede po niya yung ipondo doon. Po yun. Adjacent or contiguous po yung tawag doon.
Okay, so yun yung sagot dun sa question natin na yun. Another question po. Thank you, Director Gregorio po for that response. So may question po tayo ulit from another question from Jefferson Ignacio. So ito naman po ang question ni Jefferson Ignacio. Who is designated to check the TMP of the contractor po?
So, in terms of review and approval, lahat po na pinaprepare ni contractor should be reviewed and approved by the concerned implementing office of the DPWH kung nasaan po yung project. So, the final approval will still be the DPWH po, the DPWH implementing office kung nasaan po yung project.
Okay. Don't forget, we're still live right now sa Zoom, sa Facebook, and YouTube. So if you guys have a lot of questions, this is a very rare occasion na kasama natin ang DPWH, so you can send all those questions so that we can answer it po, no? Okay, so here's another question po. And we're also live sa FB, yan. Okay, so here's another question. Yan.
Okay, sa mga bidding process, paano kung lahat ng mga bidders, both envelopes failed with the minimum requirements? Ano ang ginagawa ng DPWH about this? So this is from Pilar Bartolome.
So, declare po natin na failure of bidding for no bidders was found to be eligible.
Mhm.
Okay, declaration of failure of bidding, then within 15 calendar days po, we need to re-advertise or reconduct rebidding po.
Okay. Director, paano yun kunyari, after several, so pagkatapos po nun, wala pong nakapasa, magkakaroon po ng another po na bidding.
Opo, pero pag-aaralan po natin, ano yung reasons, bakit
Okay.
walang nakapasa?
Mm-mm.
Masyado bang mahigpit yung ating specifications, yung conditions ng contract, gano'n din. Titingnan din po natin yung ABC. Masyado bang mababa yung ating ABC? Okay.
Katulad nung na kwento niyo po kanina yung sa Ayala Bridge, no? Ganun po ba yung nangyari doon na during that bid, na-realize natin? Or this is during the preparation pa lang ng bid?
Sa preparation of ng bidding document po, kasi nagko-conduct po tayo dyan ng market survey. So titingnan po natin sa paggagawa po ng plano natin, procurement plan, titingnan po natin dyan, may capacity ba yung contractor? Titingnan po natin dyan, o monopolize lang na isa. Nagma-market research po tayo dyan. Kino-consider po natin yung availability ng goods, yung experience ng contractor, then yung capacity ng contractor. Yun po yun. So, hindi po yan doon sa technical specs, hindi po. Doon lang po sa availability ng local contractors. Kaya inalaw po natin.
Yeah, thank you, Director Gregorio, for that wonderful na answer. So, it only shows that we are checking ang mga capability ng ating mga contractors for the project. So, yung mga contractors na, you don't need to worry. We are considering you po sa mga projects natin, yung mga different skill set ng local teams natin for these different projects natin. Okay, so we have another question. Actually, maraming questions po tayo. Nakakatuwa naman, ang dami nating na-receive na questions for today. Ito naman po from Jenny Sabrine. Paano po kung yung new open po ang construction company at gusto niyang sumali sa bidding ng LGU or DPWH project at no experience, ano po ang gagawin at ilalagay namin sa indicated na SLCC? Salamat po. So, probably yung Director Gregorio, mukhang sila Jenny Sabrina, part siya ng bagong company. So paano po kaya kung bagong company lang gusto pong mag-participate sa government bid po?
Okay. Pagka po kayo ay bagong company, mag-secure lang po kayo mga legal document. Then speaking of the SLCC, sinabi ko nga po kanina, yung small b at saka small a. Kahit po walang experience si firm, kunyari po kayo ay small b sa roads and highways, magpa-participate kayo sa DPWH, you may be eligible for award of contract up to 30 million lang po. Yun po yung nasa inyong allowable range of contracting capacity. However, kahit po walang experience si firm, however, i-evaluate po namin ang inyong tao. Yung po inyong project manager, project engineer, materials engineer, dapat po may experience siya. Minimum years of experience po ang kailangan namin. Similar to the contract to be bid. For example, roads ang inaano natin, ang requirement ng bidding document, total experience 5 years. Similar experience 3 years. Dapat po yung mga key personnel nyo, meron pong experience na gano'n. Kahit walang experience si firm, allowed po kayong mabigyan ng project.
Wow, that's good. So, ibig po sabihin nito, Director, na if you're a new company with eligible and experienced personnel, pwede ka mag-bid for government projects.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. That's good to hear. So, kayo po, Miss Jenny, kanina, no? Kung walang problem kung bago yung company nyo, as long as may experience yung mga different employees natin na magiging key people for this project. Okay. So, we have more questions. Dali, padala nyo lang po yung mga question nyo at excited po kaming sagutin po yan right now.
Okay, from Maria Luz Manalo, Bagi. So, particular in road construction in remote areas, how DOLE and DPWH monitor safety and traffic management implemented. I've seen a lot of road construction but lack safety devices and signages. How it will address?
So to answer, yung requirement natin for the traffic management, roadway safety, and yung construction safety and health, they are all required for all DPWH projects. Now, the primary responsibility will be for the contractor, since these are the requirements are set forth in the documents, particularly yung TMP natin as part of the detailed engineering design, as well as yung ating contract din, si item B.8. So the primary responsibility lies dun sa contractor, kung saan siya yung nanalo dun sa project. Now, papasok si DPWH kasi in the event, for example, that the contractor, yung kagaya na sinasabi natin, lacks yung mga road safety devices, so mag-i-issue ngayon yung implementing office. Dapat mag-issue si implementing office na instruction dun sa contractor to comply. And then yung diniscuss po kanina na requirements sa DO 135 na mga sanction mechanisms natin. So, pwedeng si head of the DPWH implementing office yung issue ng mga sanction mechanisms na yun to really have the contractor comply dun sa mga requirement. Even if it is in a remote area, basta requirement or may mga road users tayo and may mga affected nung project and merong TMP, Construction Safety and Health Program, and pay items sa contract for safety. So, requirement siya na ilagay sa project.
Engineer Taglib, meron ba tayong, kunyari, page or contact information that they can send some of these reports?
Okay, so in terms of complaints, they can send sa DPWH Facebook account. So meron din pong Facebook account si DPWH na nag-handle ng mga complaints. You can also send it through the DPWH website. So meron din po yung hotline po natin.
Hotline din po ang DPWH.
So the hotline, there's a Facebook page and there's a website that they can send po all of their complaints. Yan. Okay, so we have few more questions. May mga questions pa po tayo. Since may sanction ang isang construction project, maapektuhan ba ang community habang nakatigil ito? Ano ang gawain ng DPWH to aid the community, lalo na ay dinadaanan on a daily basis? This is from Francis Daniel. So yung question, um, so yung question po, since may sanction ng isang construction project, kung kunyari siguro what Francis Daniel was asking, kunyari po may isang sanction yung isang construction project at maapektuhan yung community, syempre nakatenga, hindi po na-continue yung project or nakatigil po ito. Ano po yung gawain ng DPWH to aid the community, lalo na kunyari dinadaanan on a daily basis or it can cause problems dun sa community na may ginagawa po tong construction?
So, to answer po siguro, if it is an ongoing project and ongoing yung contract with the contractor na nag-implement, and I think yung sinasabi niyang sanction is yung diniscuss natin kanina na suspension order for the project. So, they are required. So, si DPWH, nire-require niya talaga. Actually, yung mechanism natin ng suspension is para ma-require si contractor na mag-provide. So, hindi pwedeng nakatenga lang talaga yung project na walang roadwork safety and traffic management na devices.
In addition po kasi, si contractor po, ni-require natin yan ng performance security. Ganon din po kung performance security. So kung na-terminate po yung project na yun, pwede pong gawin ni government yun, dito po natin kukunin sa insurance.
Sa insurance. Okay, so yung two-step is that first, lahat ng mga yung contractors are required to make sure na kung may konting delays is iayusin nila yung road safety and doon sa project, and meron tayong pwedeng habulin na insurance.
Meron po tayong retention money security, meron po tayong advance payment security, performance security. Pwede po natin habulin si contractor.
Okay. Okay, so we have last question. Last question na to. Excited pa naman kami. Okay, engineer.
Okay, so just for clarification po in relation to legal documents. If expired po ang mayor's permit or sec cert or tax clearance, automatic suspended ang PhilJeps di po ba? So is the bidder still qualified or will the bidders be automatically declared DQ? Kasi kanina po sabi, tatanggapin ang mayor's permit na bago with OR kahit expired ang Annex A ng Platinum Certificate ni bidder. Salamat po. This is from Catherine Grace Lumilis.
Okay. Based po doon sa GPPB Resolution number 15, 2021, doon sa third page po ng ating PhilJeps, nakalagay po doon yung mga legal document, Class A. So, andyan po yung mayor's permit, tax clearance, audited financial statement, SEC or DTI, then ayun pong sa infra PhilJet, yung PICAB. Okay. Any of the document po, itong demand document na to, expired po at the time of submission of bid, though yung inyong platinum membership ay valid, automatic po suspended po yon. So, ibig sabihin, disqualified ka na. Okay. Ma'am, nakalagay naman po sa technical envelope yung yung bagong mayor's permit. Hindi po yan acceptable. Hindi po yan i-accept ni BAC. It should be uploaded sa PhilJeps. Si PhilJeps po ang tatanggap noon. Hindi po si BAC. Okay? Hindi po si BAC. Okay?
So, kaya very important to make sure na updated ang ating PhilJeps, and it's platinum po, no? Requirement in most infrastructure project, kailangan platinum po siya. And I think pati yung PICAB license is really very important, which was part of our webinar at yun yung ating first episode last time. So connectar. So kung napakinggan nyo ang ating first webinar tungkol sa PICAB right now, pwede na kayong mag-bid at ito na yung mga different requirements na pwede nating pag-usapan dyan.
Remind ko na po, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Sa dalawa po nag-expire dyan. General Engineering at saka po yung ARCC. Most of the time po nakakalimutan yung tingnan ng ARCC. General Engineering lang. So dapat po, both po yun ay valid at the time of submission of bids.
Okay, so wag nyo kalilimutan yan kasi sayang naman, ang dami nating pwedeng pag-participatean ng mga different government project. And right now, since we are building a lot of roads, highways, at maraming projects ng DPWH, sayang naman kung hindi kayo makakasali because you have documentary na mga hindi na-submit na requirements or meron tayong mga kulang. Sayang pag nag-submit tayo, hindi tayo nakapasa because of these problems or challenges po. Okay, ayan mukhang fired up ng ating mga audience dahil sa dami ng ating mga questions. Engineer Joy, di ba?
Oo nga, again, make sure to follow our social media channel at mag-subscribe sa aming newsletter to get the latest news and future event about the Philippine construction industry.
Okay, and since limited ang ating time ngayon para sagutin lahat ng inyong mga question, maaari nyo namang isend ang ating mga additional question niyo sa ating survey, sa aming survey pagkatapos ng ating webinar.
Paano nga ba ulit, partner, masasagutan ang survey?
Okay, so this is what they need to do. May fina-flash tayong QR code sa dulo nitong webinar podcast. So yan ang ating QR code along with the links para masagutan ito.
Oo, maganda rin na mabigay ang mga katanungang gusto nyong malaman, not only about highway design, road construction safety, pati na rin about project procurement, pati na rin yung question natin about DPWH. Surely, our DPWH team will answer all your questions. So, para sa mga ka-builders na gustong maging bahagi ng DPWH in any of their projects, lalo na sa procurement and bidding, please feel free to contact DPWH alongside with our guest speaker. Sana patuloy nyo lang abangan ang mga susunod naming webinar series ng Builders Corner.
Okay, so yung mga questions nila na hindi natin masasagot, abangan nyo sa ating website, sa ating Facebook page, sa social media platforms natin yung mga sagot natin in some of those questions. Or we will forward everything then sa DPWH so that they can also answer those questions na hindi natin nasagot right now. Again, thank you so much to the DPWH team. So, let's start with Engineer Estefan. Director Gregorio and Engineer Judith, maraming salamat po for making time to come here today for Builders Corner. Maraming salamat po. Paalala lang ulit na huwag niyong kakalimutang sagutan yung post survey natin ha. Isesend rin namin ang link dito sa chat box for your reference.
Sana ay marami kayong na-absorb ngayong hapon mula sa Builders Corner number 3. From procurement to safety, understanding the process and policies of bid for government infrastructure projects. So don't forget to follow Pinoy Builders on the following social media channel, flash on your screen, at mag-subscribe sa aming newsletter para lagi kayong updated.
Again, maraming salamat sa lahat ng dumalo sa ating webinar. We're looking forward sa susunod naming event regarding construction industry in the near future. Again, I'm Marl Gonzalez, your partner ka-builder.
I'm Joy Abale, your engineer ka-builder. Keep safe
mga ka-builders, and have a nice day. Maraming salamat. Again, maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
I'm so happy.
Thank you. Galing-galing.
Galing mo, partner. Ang galing ng ating
There are a lot of opportunities in the construction sector, and Pinoy Builders can help you get acquainted with the industry in more ways than one. Pinoy Builders is a reliable hub for all things construction. Whether you are a professional, a client, or an academic, Pinoy Builders has what you need to learn everything there is about the construction industry. But that's not all. Pinoy Builders is also a proven platform that has collaborated with companies, suppliers, and construction associations in doing a variety of services ranging from small product features to large-scale webinar packages. A lot of opportunities can come out of teaming up with Pinoy Builders. Become a Pinoy Builders digital partner and we can turn your ideas into reality.
Nung wala pa po itong Anduyan Bridge, po yung motor ko doon sa may tabi ng ilog. Tapos sumasakay po kami ng bamboo raft para makarating sa kabila. Tapos maglalakad po ulit, tatawirin yung sapa. May sapa kasi. Nung naipatayo na po itong Anduyan Bridge, marami pong benepisyo ang isa na po dito yung mga estudyante po ng high school. Nakakarating na po sila ng pula sa tamang oras.
Wala pa po yung tulay. Tapos yung pagtawid po namin doon sa ilog, lumalangoy lang po kami kasi wala po mga racket, ganun lang po yung sinasakyan namin. Yung nabuo po yung project na tulay. Laking tuwa po namin kasi hindi na po kami nahihirapan sa pagpasok sa eskwela, tsaka sa mga nagsabayan.
Wala pa. Ano siya, mas mabilis pag lalo na sa Nueva Ecija. Unlike nasa road na talaga, sa medyo matagal siya kasi syempre may traffic. Every bayan talagang nagtatagal. Unlike dito, pagka dito ka dumaan, accessible na siya, malapit sa Kapanaguan.
Dati ang exit namin sa Ragosa. Sobra traffic, Santa Rosa. Pagkaling kami ng Kabanatuan, Santa Rosa, Saragosa, La Paz, ang tayo pala naman nadaan, traffic. Sa oras at kalahati na uubos. Dito, 15 minutes lang. Hasta Laklakan.
Mark Anthony de la Cruz, malaking bagay yung pagkakaroon ng ng highway kasi yung ibang produkto na katulad ng mga palay mabilis mailalabas tsaka maipapasok dito sa may bebenta namin. Sa biyahe sir, mas mabilis na makakarating at makakauwi ako sa amin tapos kasi medyo malapit lang po kami sa project. Kaya nagpapasalamat ako sa project ng DPWH na nagkaroon ng Silix project.
Malaki pong tulong nitong tulay na to. Maraming pasalamat rito sa tulay na to at pati yung mga tao naglalakad imbis na iikot para sa dito na sila tumatawid.
Napapadali yung daan namin dito, lalo na papunta kaming Makati, napapadali yung daan. At saka medyo okay yung daan, maluwag, nakakabiyahe kami ng maayos at walang traffic.
Malaking benefits po itong project na to at nakaka-save ng time at mabilis po kami nakakarating sa trabaho at nakakauwi sa bahay. Malaking tulong po na nagawa ng DPWH itong project na to.
For me, the bridge is great, beautiful, and it's easy, more easy access to go to Rockwell, like for grocery shopping or other. So whereas we benefit, and I love it, we could even benefit even more.
Located in central Visayas, the heart of the Philippines with fast-growing economy. More exemplary improvements await the historic province of Cebu with the Metro Cebu Expressway. With its construction started in July of 2018, the Metro Cebu Expressway is designed to improve and enhance Cebu's transport demand. With the project's third segment in the works, made possible through a startup fund approved for the DPWH Region 7, the expressway is expected to act as a north to south backbone highway, allowing a much-needed seamless flow of traffic that will significantly address the congestion in Cebu. Spanning 56.3 kilometers, the Metro Cebu Expressway connects Naga City to Danao City. Consists of 20 bridges, 16 tunnels, and 5 interchanges, traversing along the slopes of the mountain range of Cebu Province, providing a scenic sense while on the road. Once open to traffic, travel time from Naga City to Danao City will be reduced from 3 hours to only 1 hour and 30 minutes, providing transport mobility across urban districts that contribute in redirecting urban land use, demographic, and economic expansion. The project, complementing other development projects in the pipeline, such as the ongoing Cebu-Cordova Link Expressway and the planned Cebu-Mactan Fourth Bridge, can also provide better accessibility to Cebu's tourist destinations. Metro Cebu Expressway, truly a game changer. Heading to the upland city of Baguio, one often opts the fastest route through the Cannon Road. Built in 1905, the century-old road begot the historic